Hello again, everybody. Welcome to tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Softball on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 30 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other fabulous sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Gaylor Electric, Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, Community Health Network, Bastion Solutions, visit HamiltonCounty.com, Hamilton County Sports Authority, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Jamie Carmesino, Carpenter Real Estate, Noblesville Youth Sports Alliance, Blades Audio, Video, and Security, Yancey's Fine Apparel, the Hamilton County Bicentennial, and the Hamilton County Reporter. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Brad Silbert. Welcome to Noblesville, Indiana, the home of Noblesville Millers Soccer. I almost said soccer.
You did.
If I did, I did. I apologize. I was looking right at the center field sign out there, and for some reason I said soccer instead of softball. Hey, we're not starting out real well today, guys, but we'll call that the mistake for the day. I'm Brad Silbert, along with Perry Williams. Perry, we got just a couple minutes here a couple seconds before we turn it over to Rich Harden, but a couple good softball teams in here this afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. This ought to be a good matchup here. Good pitching on both sides, and in fact, I think the young lady going for Brownsburg today, you've already seen her this season, haven't you?
Yes, we have. Yeah, that being Haley Thompson. She's got a 3.52 ERA, but a record of only 2-5. So that doesn't really speak well for the record, but you just can't tell in that. With that, we're going to turn things over to public address announcer Rich Harden with the opening festivities.
Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. Noblesville High School welcomes you to Miller Park for tonight's Hoosier Crossroads Conference Varsity Softball Contest, featuring the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Bulldogs of Brownsburg High School, and your home team, Noblesville Millers. Now introducing starting lineups for tonight. First, for the visiting Brownsburg High School Bulldogs. Leading off in center field, number 10, Izzy Neal. Batting second at second base, number 1, Lexi Gordon. Batting third and pitching, number 8, Haley Thompson. Batting fourth, catching, number 15, A.G. Pogue. Batting fifth, at first base, number 5, Addie Charles. Batting sixth, number 6, in right field, Addie Neal. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 3, Kinsley Larkin. Batting eighth, the designated player, number 12, Maddie Brawley. Batting ninth at shortstop, number 11, Macy Toomey. And the flex player in left field, number 4, Kinsey Kress. Head coach of the Bulldogs is Sharice Hiss. And now, for your home team, the Noblesville Millers. Leading off, playing left field, number 24, Reese Shoham. Batting second at first base, number 34, Matt Harvey. Batting third, playing third, number 16, Gabby Fowler. Batting fourth and catching, number 18, Taylor Thompson. Batting fifth, the designated player, number 7, Addie Emerson. Batting sixth, at second base, number 33, Bella Shatko. Batting seventh, at shortstop, number 2, Tatum Ball. Batting eighth, in right field, number 5, Aaron Clark. Batting ninth, in center field, number 1, Delaney Rundle. And the flex player pitching, number 11, Lulu Van Beek. Head coach for the Millers is Deke Bullard. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise, kindly remove hats, and direct your attention to the stars and stripes of our great country, the United States of America, and join in the playing of our national anthem.
That is not the national anthem. Whoa, baby.
Well, we're just about ready for Millers softball here on a gorgeous afternoon. Wind just about blowing straight in from center field this afternoon, but temperature and humidity-wise, everything extremely comfortable here at Noblesville. Perry, both these teams have almost identical records. The Millers come in here to this game with an 11-8-1 record. They played in a tournament here a couple weeks ago or recently and ended up with one tie. The Brownsburg Bulldogs come in here at 10-8. On the mound today for the Millers is Lulu Van Beek. Perry, what have you got on her?
Whoa, there it goes. Lulu's earned run average is 4.02. She's 6-3 on the season. 6 wins, 3 losses. She's made 17 appearances. Lulu's pitched 55.2 innings, given up 76 hits, 51 runs, 23 base on balls, and has 36 strikeouts. So Lulu Van Peek will be on the mound. She's a junior for the Noblesville Millers.
You know, we have almost ideal conditions today, Perry. We've got 72 degrees here this afternoon. A light wind out of the, I would call it northeast, east-northeast here, almost blowing straight in from between center field and right field right now. Humidity nice and low at 36%, but that wind may keep some of the balls in the park here this afternoon, but that low humidity may do just the opposite and help them sail on out of here.
Absolutely, Brad.
We're ready to go. For the Bulldogs, it'll be Izzy Neal, Lexi Gordon, and Haley Thompson, the top 3 in the Bulldog batting order.
Leading off the top of the first for Brownsburg, number 10, Izzy Neal.
Izzy Neal steps in batting .446 on the season.
She's a speedster, Brad. She, as you notice here, hitting .466. But she also, for the season, she has 20 stolen bases this year, and as a career she has 33, and she's only a sophomore.
Got a great future. There's a bunt right back to Van Beek. She gets it over to first, and you were just talking about that speed, Perry. Izzy Neal beat that out for an infield hit.
Yeah, she's got great speed. You can notice in her stats here, she doesn't have but one
Next up,
multi-place hit.
Lexi Gordon.
The rest of her 27 hits have been singles, so she's got a lot of speed.
Down to second.
I think they got her.
They got her.
Wow.
Great throw there by Taylor Thompson. Good catch there by Tatum Ball at shortstop to get the tag on Izzy Neal. And Perry, when you were talking about how quick she was, I thought, I wonder how many pitches it's going to take for her to take off. And, boy, she just took off on that first pitch.
Well, I think the Millers were ready for that. They knew she had great speed.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. And, of course, you take a team like the Bulldogs or any team, they want to get that first run on the board.
Absolutely.
2-0 now on the second batter, that being Lexi Gordon at second base tonight.
But we know Taylor Thompson's a very good catcher behind that plate for the Millers.
No doubt. She mows them down. Been doing that all season. 3-0. That one's just a little bit outside. So Lulu Van Beek has fallen behind the second batter, Lexi Gordon. Gordon, a .321 batter. That one's going to be outside also. So Lexi Gordon walks on 4 pitches. And how big is that caught stealing now, Perry? Instead of being no outs and a runner in scoring position and 2 on,
at the plate for
you got 1 out and a runner on first.
Thompson, a good hitter. She's hitting .390.
Hot shot off to the right rather. That's out of the park.
She's a pitcher today here too.
Well, just like Izzy Neal, she came up there swinging at the first pitch. Gordon has only got 1 stolen base so far this season. She doesn't seem to be too much of a threat. Ground ball to short, scooped up by Ball, over to second, gets the force. Nice play by Tatum Ball there. Good job of coming up with that catch there by Bella Shatko, because that was a pretty close play there at first.
Yeah, it sure was.
So officially that'll be a 6-4 put out for the second out. And Haley Thompson reaches on a fielder's choice.
For the Bulldogs, number 15, A.G. Pogue.
Pogue comes in batting .390. A lot of good batters in this Brownsburg lineup, Perry.
She's also got 4 home runs, Brad, on the season. And 5 doubles.
0-1. 2 outs, 1 on. Haley Thompson at first. Van Beek is way out in front of Pogue now, 0-2. Good defense on display here in the early going by the Millers, Perry.
Absolutely.
The 0-2 pitch to Pogue. That's a little outside. Couldn't get her to nibble on that one. Pogue and Thompson both batting .390. First 4 batters all above 300. 1 over 400 and 2 close to 400. That evens up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Pogue.
Yeah, Brad, they're hitting .320 as a team.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 on in the top of the first. That's a hot shot that's going to go into the left field corner, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. And wisely enough, the coaching staff for the Bulldogs decided to hold Haley Thompson at third. I thought she might score on that with 2 outs because she was around there quickly, but credit Reese Schoholm and Delaney Rundle with getting over there very quickly to get that ball back into the infield and prevent the run.
Brad, both you and I know that it's a key for your outfielders to get that ball in quickly in softball.
And that ball went all the way to the fence. That one's high, 1-0. Van Beek had Pogue at 2-2 and gave up the hit right over the head of the shortstop Tatum Ball. That one's high. 2-0.
You know, Pogue's only a freshman.
Addie Charles comes in here batting .083. She fouls that one back. Taylor Thompson does a nice job of fielding that off the net. Makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2 on the batter.
Two 1 pitches outside, makes it 3 and 1 now. Addie Neal on deck if Charles reaches. The 3-1, a little bit high, ball 4. Second walk of the inning given up. That'll bring up Abby Neal, the right fielder.
Van Peek struggling a little bit here the first inning.
Yeah, she is.
Brad Taylor Thompson goes out to talk to her.
Neal, the right fielder, comes in with a .257 batting average.
At the plate for
I imagine Van Beek is probably really unhappy with herself up there facing a 0-8-3 batter and gives her a walk. Miller's needing out here. That one's well hit down the left field line, but that's going to go foul just over the stands, just outside of the Miller bullpen. Oh and 1. On Addie Neal. Van Beek gets the sign. She's ready. Nice pitch right over the heart of the plate. And Addie Neal just barely got under that one. 0-2 now.
No room for her, so.
Yep, no place to put her. I think Van Beek was just trying to waste one there to see if she might nibble at that. But,
absolutely. Absolutely. When
Neal,
you have an 0-2 pitch like that,
Yeah, Neal never took the bat off of her shoulder.
Yeah.
Showing good discipline up there. There's one. That's fair. That's a fair ball. That went off the glove
run
of Gabby Fowler. There's going to be 2 runs that are going to score here in the top of the first. That ball just barely hit the mitt of Gabby Fowler, and that created a little more of a dilemma for the Millers because the ball ended up going down into their bullpen, and left fielder Reese Schoholm had a long ways to go to chase that ball. So that's going to score 2 runs for the Bulldogs here.
Coming to bat for
second
Brownsburg,
hit
number
of the
3,
inning.
Kinsley Larkin.
Bring up Kinsley Larkin. She takes the first pitch for strike 1 called. Larkin, another one of those 300 hitters at 323. That one's a little high, evens the count, a ball and a strike. Gabby Fowler almost had that ball, Perry. She was so close to getting it.
Yeah, that was a huge base hit for
Yeah.
Brownsburg.
That one's a little bit outside, makes it 2-1. Correction, it's 1-2, I'm sorry. My mistake. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the first, 2 already in. That could score another one, but it's not going to as center fielder Delaney Rundle came charging in that ball, and she got that ball in very quick. So that's the 3rd hit of the inning. That loads up the bases once again with the Brownsburg Bulldogs. Brings up the number 8 batter in the order, Maddie Brawley.
Next up for Brownsburg,
286 hitter.
Maddie Brawley.
Strike 1 on the first pitch from Lulu Van Beek. Miller's needing out here. That's another strike over that outside corner. 2 rising fastballs in a row that she's hit the outside corner. Miller Nation hoping for called strike 3 or an out here. Same pitch, but a little bit high that time. Makes it a ball and 2 strikes. 8th batter of the inning to face Lulu Van Beek. That one's fouled off.
Still 1-2.
I made a mistake on the batting order here. The batter in reality is Kinsey Chris, number 4, not Maddie Brawley.
Chris batting .326.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Now it's a full count. She went.
Yeah, she did.
Mercifully enough, the inning is finally over as the Millers give up 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, 3 left on the bases. Middle of the first, Brownsburg 2, Millers coming to bat. You're watching Hamilton County Television. Sports brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Celebrating over 30 years, Logan Street Signs and Banners specialize in that last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or check them out on their website, loganstreetsigns.com. What about Noblesville Trophies? It's a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provide you with that same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out on their website, noblesvilletrophies.com. Well, all right, Brad, we're going into the bottom of the second inning. First inning, I apologize.
On the mound for the Bulldogs now is Haley Thompson. Perry, what have you got on her?
Haley Thompson, flip the paper here. Sorry about this, Brad.
No problem. While Perry's looking for his notes there.
Here I got it on Thompson. She has an ERA of 3.52. She's 2-5 on the season. She's made 14 appearances. She's pitched 59.2 innings, given up 58 hit, 47 runs, 31 base on balls, and 77 strikeouts.
One bit of housekeeping here on the lineup, the original lineup that Rich Harden and I were given from the Bulldogs. Had the designated player is Maddie Brawley, and the flex player is Kinsey Crest. Well, they changed that unbeknownst to us, so a little bit of a reversal there, and didn't catch that until it was pretty well 3/4 of the way over there. Reese Schoholm swings at the first pitch and hits it foul off to the left side. Rich and I were talking between innings and said, well, we're positive that they must have changed that before they got the when they got the order, because certainly Deke Bullard and the Miller staff would have noticed that difference. That one's just a little bit low.
Schoholm, a senior, she's batting .351.
Yeah, she started out a little slow this season, but boy, she has come on strong here. The 1-1 pitch. That's a called strike.
The Millers are hitting .347 as a team this season.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, they've hit a lot of home runs, though. They've hit 35 home runs.
A lot of power on this team, and we've seen that in the games we've been here so far. Even on a day like today when the wind is blowing in.
Yeah, you know, the one thing about it is the key to it is Show-Home needs to be on base.
Yeah.
Because Harvey, Fowler, and Thompson and Emerson can all put the ball out.
Mm-hmm. That one goes way over the head of the catcher, A.G. Pogue. I don't think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar would have had a chance of catching that at his height.
Brad, there may be a few people on this broadcast.
Nice bunt there. Let's see if they're going to make it in time. No, they do not. Would have been a very close play at first, so we're going to have to see, are they giving him a hit? Are they going to be a hit or a run on that? Looks like they're giving Reese Show-Home a base hit on that.
Show-Home gets on. That's a key for the Millers here.
Yeah, just like the Bulldogs did in their half of the first. Got the leadoff runner on, and they ended up putting 8 runners up to the plate there in the top half. Millers would like to get those back.
Let's see if the Millers run.
Yeah. Big swing and a miss by Mac Harvey. Show-Home has 19 stolen bases. She leads this club.
Harvey is a junior. She hits 409. Got good power. 8 home runs on the season.
Millers have the leadoff batter on base. 1-1 on Mac Harvey. She pops that high into the sky. Second baseman Lexi Gordon is right there to get that. I was wondering if
it looked like it tailed away a little bit there.
Yeah, it did. I don't know if the wind caught that but it moved to her left just a little bit.
Gabby Fowler, the next batter for the Millers. She's a junior. She has 9 home runs and hitting 460. So a lot of power right there. These first 3 or 4 batters.
Fowler, the leading batter on this Miller squad. Ooh, big swing and a miss. Swung right through a fastball. She was just a little bit over that. I think she was thinking that was going to rise a little bit more, and it didn't get much of a rise to it. Pretty straight. The 0-1 pitch, called strike, 0-2. You know, with a batter like Abby Fowler, though, Perry, you don't really worry about her being up there with an 0-2 count. She's such a good batter and follows that ball so well. A little bit outside. Steal by Reese Show-Home, and she's in there.
Another steal. What'd you say, Brad?
That's her 20th of the season now. And it's a ball on Fowler.
Well, the Millers are in a good position right now to score a run here with power at the plate and only 1 out.
Brownsburg not covering left center too much right now. Left fielder shaded toward the line. Center fielder over toward the right field side slightly. That one's fouled out of play over the Brownsburg dugout. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gabby Fowler talking to the coaches.
I'm sure Larry Salvo noticed something there, and the third base coach for the Millers.
Been a long first inning already.
Yes, it has.
The 1-2 pitch. That one's a little bit outside and low. Evens it up at 2-2. That's one of those pitches. That pitch was probably a little bit hard to take because looked like it was just off the corner of the plate, maybe just a shade low. Home plate in the shadows from the trees over here on the sidelines. Pitching circle still in the bright sunlight. Makes it a little more difficult for the batters to follow the ball. But swing and a miss. Gabby Fowler goes on swinging.
Thompson with her first strikeout here. Brad, let's keep in mind, before the game, one of the things, in a game that Brownsburg played Southeastern and Brownsburg won 1-0, Thompson struck out 11 batters. And Southeastern came in here and smacked the Millers for a 13-0 score. So she even though she's only 2-5 on the season, she can throw strikes.
I was looking at the 4A rankings today in the top 20, and Hamilton Southeastern and Fishers are the only two HCC teams in the top 20.
Taylor Thompson, the catcher, she's hitting .375. Oh.
1-1 pitch, chops it foul. Makes it 1-2. One of the differences so far in this first inning is Lulu Van Beek gave up a couple walks in the top of the first, and so far Haley Thompson hasn't given up any walks. Swing and a miss. The inning is over. So Taylor Thompson goes down swinging. At the end of one, Noblesville Millers behind the Brownsburg Bulldogs 2-0. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
Welcome back to Noblesville High School and the home of Noblesville softball. Brownsburg Bulldogs out to an early 2-0 lead here going into the top of the second. They sent 8 batters up to the plate here in the top of the first and scored 2 runs. Also like to thank our technical crew today. We saw Jim Wofford out here a little earlier. He was out here helping.
He's a setup crew.
Yeah, he was helping everybody get set up. But behind the control table today is Bill Wofford. Running the cameras is our friend August Lacone. We thank those guys for the great job that they always do.
Leading off the top of the second for Brownsburg, number 11, Macy Toomey.
The number 9 batter, Macy Toomey, steps in to start the top of the second for the Bulldogs. She comes in batting .211. There's a drive into right center field. Right center fielder Erin Clark is there, and she's got it. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Brad, we were talking about in between innings how many pitches Lulu threw the first inning. She threw 33 pitches, 18 for strikes, and faced 8 batters. So
it's not quite as critical for the pitchers, the count in softball compared to baseball.
Yeah, 33 pitches in baseball game would be a lot for a first inning. But you're right, but still the fatigue factor.
Center fielder Izzy Neal steps back in. Had a base hit in the first inning, was caught stealing. Otherwise, that 2 runs probably might have been 4, 5, or 6. Ground ball to short, scooped up by Ball over to first. You know, as quick as Izzy Neal was down that line, Perry, it was almost like she was trying to beat that out. That was a hard hit ball to Tatum Ball, and she scooped it up and made the play.
Well, one of the big keys that you got to have is you have to have people that keeping her off the base is a big deal.
Oh yeah, that's a big one. Oh, that one just over the mitt of Gabby Fowler, and Lexi Gordon will be on for her second try of the game. fourth hit of the game for the Bulldogs. I thought Gabby Fowler was going to have that, Perry. She leaned over to her left and just couldn't get the glove up in time. It was so hard hit, and it just went right over her glove, but give her credit for the effort. Pop up behind the plate. Hits the fence or hits the net first. Taylor Thompson does a good job of catching those balls in the rebound off the net.
Yeah.
0-1 on Haley Thompson. There's a pop-up. That's out of play. Back behind us here. Perry, if you had a long net, you might have been able to catch that one.
Yeah. Oh, we have kind of a net over us now. So.
Yeah. 0-2 on Haley Thompson. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first. Eventually scored the first run of the game. That makes the count 1-2. Van Beek looking a little more confident out there this inning, Perry, than she did in the first. She looked a little tentative in the first inning.
Yeah.
The 1-2 pitch. That one is fair. Quickly over to first. Nice play by Fowler and Harvey to get the out. So in the top of the second for the Brownsburg Bulldogs, no runs, one hit, no errors. One left on the bases. Middle of the second. Score remains Brownsburg 2, Noblesville nothing. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Gaylord Electric is the highest performing national contractor of excellence since 1984. Gaylord Electric's success continues to be built on the cornerstone of reliable resources. Insights fueled by the genuine care for people. Gaylord Electric, along with Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, are proud sponsors of Hamilton County sports. What about Community Health? Community Health Walk-in Clinic and Sports Injuries is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 10. Sports medicine, orthopedic physicians are on site to treat everything from strains to sprains to fractures to joint injuries. Visit ecommunity.com/sports for more information.
Addie Emerson will be the first to face Haley Thompson here in the bottom of the second. She's the designated player today for Deke Bullard.
Emerson is a sophomore. She's batting .391. She also has 5 home runs.
The bottom of the second for Noblesville, number 7, Addie Emerson.
A lot of power in both of these lineups. As a team, the Millers are batting .347 on the season. Big swing and a miss there by Emerson for strike one. That one's way over the head of catcher A.G. Pogue. Evens up the count at a ball and a strike. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Rising fastball that Emerson went after, but just could not get up there to make contact with the ball. The 1-2. Right on the outside corner for called strike 3. So Addie Emerson goes down looking for the first out of the bottom of the second.
And that's Thompson's third strikeout so far here.
Yes, it is. She's doing quite well. 2 in the first.
Next up,
Bella Shatko steps in.
Shatko batting .317.
First pitch to Shatko. Just a tad outside. 1-0.
Of her 14 hits, 6 have been for doubles.
Well, this would be a nice place for another one of those. Shatko up there at a 2-0 count now. To Shatko. Bounce to third, scooped up by Larkin, quickly over to first. Another 5-3 put out here in this game.
Another quick out.
Yeah. I don't think people realize how tough it is to play third base in softball.
Oh,
because,
man.
Number one, the field is, so much smaller. And unless a ball is hit pretty hard and, directly, just like Shatko did, that's a tough play from third to first, all the way across the field. Tatum Ball steps in, showed bunt, but swung and missed for strike one. .220 is her batting average. The 0-1. That one hit the lower inside corner, and ball is in the hole at 0-2. Shows bunt, but obviously she's not going to at this point. That one's a called strike three. Belled high over the outside corner. Miller's going order here in the bottom of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on the bases. At the end of two, it's Brownsburg 2, Noblesville nothing. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore? It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Welcome back to Noblesville. Miller's in the hole. Down by 2 to the Brownsburg Bulldogs as we move into the third inning. Perry, we were talking about the job that Haley Thompson's done out there in the mound so far. Coming into today's game, she's already got 77 strikeouts in the season, and add the 4 that she got already in this game, and she's got 81 strikeouts on the season. That's quite a remarkable record.
Absolutely. The one thing, too, Brad, we were talking about in that first inning was Lulu Van Peek throwing 33 pitches. Now she has 41, so she only threw 7 pitches in that second inning.
That one's going to go in there for – no, nice catch. Wow, I thought that
Rundle
was going to drop.
Good job by Rundle out there.
Yeah, Delaney Rundle got in there and just barely got the glove down, and that glove was on the ground, and the mitt scooped up that ball, and that ball never hit the turf. Great play by Delaney Rundle to save a hit.
Next up for the Bulldogs, number 5, Addie Charles.
Addie Charles steps in. She walked her first time up. Takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. That was a great effort by Delaney Rundle. I thought that ball was going to fall in there.
Absolutely.
A little bit high, makes it 2-0.
It's pretty nice for Deke Buller to know that's going to be his center fielder for the next couple of years, too.
Yeah.
She's only a sophomore.
Yep, she does a great job out there. Another one popped up there. Rundle coming in. Shortstop ball going out. Shortstop called her off and makes the play.
2 outs.
Good play there by Ball. Even though Rundle probably had maybe a little bit better angle on it. It was hit very, very high, but Ball is able to make the play. Second out of the inning. I'll bring up Addie Neal. She had a base hit her first time up. We're in the top of the third. Millers are down 2-0. There's a hot shot just over the bleachers on the left side. That one went all the way to the ticket booth, Perry. They got there quick.
Neal on that hit got knocked in, got 2 RBIs.
Yes, she did.
2 outs here.
The 0-1 pitch. Strike called. 0-2. Amazing how Van Beek has just settled down after that first inning, Perry. She's gotten into the groove here.
And she's let her defense help her.
Yes, yeah, the defense has definitely helped her out. There's another foul ball down the left field side. Still 0-2 on Addie Neal, Bulldog right fielder. She's a senior. Two down, 0-2. Pop up, that one goes foul again. How many pitches has she fouled back here, Perry? About 3 or 4 already.
Yeah.
Still 0-2 on Addie Neal. The 0-2 pitch, hot shot off the glove of Fowler. What she accomplished on that, Perry, by knocking that thing down.
Is extra base.
She saved an extra base hit there because Addie Neal was very, very quick down the line, and I don't know if she'd had a chance to get her. Well, the only chance she had for the out is if she could have hung on to that ball. I mean, that was hit like a shot.
Now batting for Brownsburg, number 3, Kinsley Larkin.
5th hit of the game for the Bulldogs. Kinsley Larkin steps in. She had a base hit her last time up to load up the bases. 4th batter of the inning. 0-1, 2 outs, 1 runner on second. That's going to be outside, evens up the count at a ball and a strike.
It's very important that Van Peek gets out of this inning without giving up any runs.
Yeah, I don't think the score of this game is going to end up 2-0. That one was in, well, they're saying it was, they call it a fair ball or a foul ball, but it's really irrelevant because Reese Shoholm makes the play, and the Millers are out of the inning. Bulldogs leave one on.
1 runner left on base.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on the bases. Middle of the third, still Brownsburg 2, Millers nothing. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Since the establishment of Church Hill and Anthem in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it the most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190. What about Carpenter Realtor and Jamie Carmesino? Jamie is a full-service hometown realtor who is committed to helping and navigate this real estate market. Have questions about buying or selling your home? Call Carmo for help today, 317-490-3735.
Miller's ready to bring up the 8-9-1 batter, and here in the bottom of the third, that'll be Aaron Clark, Delaney Rundle, and Reese Shoholm. Clark, the right fielder, swings at the first pitch and misses. Clark, a .306 batter. Thompson ready for pitch number 2. That one's a little bit high, evens up the count at a ball and a strike. Both these pitchers have a tendency to work fairly quickly, Perry.
Yes, they are.
Which is more typical for softball compared to baseball. The 1-1 pitch, that one bounces in. Even though there's nobody on base, Pogue made a nice stop on that. Two balls and a strike on Aaron Clark. There's one. Is that going to get through or not? Shortstop's got it. Quickly over to first. Got it.
Nice play.
Macy Toomey scarfed up that ball and managed to get it over to Addie Charles in time to retire Aaron Clark. That was a close play.
Yes, it was.
Goes down in the scorebook as a 6-3 out. That'll bring up center fielder Delaney Rundle, who made a beautiful, beautiful catch on a low line drive in the top of the inning.
Number 1, Delaney Rundle.
Rundle, a 260 batter. That one hits the outside corner. Strike one.
Brad, the Millers hadn't even batted around yet. We're in the third inning.
Yep, this is the number 9 pitcher, so we'll go back to the top after this. The 1-1 pitch. A little low and outside, makes it 2-1. The 2-1. That one's bounced. Are they going to get her in time? No, she beat it out. That ball was hit just hard enough, Perry, that it got beyond the pitcher Thompson, but when Lexi Gordon got to it, it was kind of a slow roller, and she just did not have time to get that over to first. So Delaney Rundle picks up the first hit of the night for the Millers.
At the plate for Noblesville, number 24.
Back to the top of the lineup.
No, that's the second. Brad Shoholm got a hit the very first.
You're correct. I stand corrected. Yeah, she led off the game with a hit.
Got good speed on the base here with Rondo and Shoholm coming to the plate here. So.
Rundle does have 11 stolen bases so far this season. First pitch to Shoholm was a ball, 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's going to even it up at a ball and a strike. Reese started out a little slow behind at the plate earlier this season, but boy, she has come on strong and got that batting average up over 350 now. Bouncer, that one gets by. They're going to make the play. No, they're not going to be able to make the play. 2 balls that went just beyond the reach of Haley Thompson into second base, and both of them were kind of not hit very hard, but hit soft enough that the runners were able to beat them out. So Shoholm is on base for her second time tonight with her second infield hit.
That's a key to a slap hitter, and we had 2 of them right in a row there.
Mm-hmm. That'll put Delaney Rundle at third now. 1 down here in the bottom of the third. Millers with 1 in scoring position, only 1 out here.
Brad, I think there's runners at first and second.
Yes. Yeah, we've got Shoholm at first.
And Rundle at second.
Both of them with infield hits. Mac Harvey steps in.
Now let's see if that big power group can get some runs in here, because you got speed on the bases.
Yep. Nice fastball over the outside corner of the plate for called strike 1.
Rundle got a pretty good jump out there after the pitch.
She popped up to the second baseman, Gordon, in the first inning. Swing and a miss, and Harvey's in the hole at 0-2. One down, 2 on. Mac Harvey at the plate. That one's going to go foul down the left field side into the Miller bullpen.
If that had been fair, that would scored a run or 2.
Most definitely. Although third baseman Kinsey Larkin is playing fairly close to the bag there at third. That one's high. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Mac Harvey. Shortstop playing way, way off of the second base, almost at a normal third base position. Harvey fouls that one off. Count will remain 1-2. Kind of a unique field position here, Perry, the way shortstop Mac Toomey is playing. She's playing.
Well, they definitely do not believe that Mac Harvey's going to hit the right side.
Nope, they certainly don't. That's going to be foul. Still 1-2. We have had an abundance of foul balls in this game so far today. Harvey steps back in. Haley Thompson ready to give her another 1-2 pitch. That time she swings and misses. Got her with some outside heat there, Perry. Second out of the inning. We'll bring up Gabby Fowler.
Now batting for Noblesville.
And that's a 6th strikeout for Thompson.
Yes, it is.
Right.
One and 0 on Fowler. She struck out swinging in the first. Leading batter for the Millers at .460. There's a well-hit ball to left field. Kiss that one goodbye, and the Millers have the lead. 3-run homer by Gabby Fowler. And Perry, when that ball left the bat.
Yeah, you kind of knew. The sound off that bat, it was...
Kinsey Crest just stood there, and I think she moved about 2 or 3 feet out of her position, and she just kind of kept looking up and watched that ball sail over her head. And what a change of events here for the Millers.
Yeah, that's Gabby Fowler's 10th home run of the season.
A huge 3-run blast off of Haley Thompson. And that ball, I mean, she got every bit of that ball. That was one of those that there was no doubt that one was out of the park when that left the bat.
For the Millers, number 18, Haley Thompson.
Is that going to be playable or not? I don't think it's going. Just behind the dugout. Oh and 1 on Taylor Thompson. She struck out swinging in the first. But the Millers have come back with 3 here in the bottom of the third to take the lead at 3-2. What a shot by Gabby Fowler. Wow. 1 ball, 1 strike to Taylor Thompson. That one's high and outside.
Well, one thing about it, Brad, that one single swing changed the complexity of this ball game completely around.
Yep, it certainly did. Another high fly. This time it looks like Crest may have room to get over there. And it gets away from her, but in foul territory. That was almost all the way back to the backstop there, but probably a good 10, 20 feet into foul territory, but a well-hit ball. It's got to make Haley Thompson a little bit nervous to see the way that ball has been well hit here in this bottom of the third. The 2-2 pitch, and nice move there by shortstop Macy Toomey, and she retires the last Miller here in the bottom of the third.
In the bottom of the third, Noblesville.
In the bottom of the third for the Millers, there was 3 runs and 2 hits, no errors, nobody left on the bases. At the end of 3, Millers 3, Bulldogs 2. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
It's a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
Welcome back to Noblesville. Noblesville softball on Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville. While we get a moment here, Perry, let's chat a little bit about Yancey's Tuxedo Rental. You know, it's that time of the year.
It certainly is.
With proms, weddings, and all kinds of formal occasions coming up. And, boy, our friends at Yancey's, they can certainly take care of you, can't they?
Absolutely, and they've been around for 50 years here in Noblesville as a business, and they're located inside Noblesville Trophies, and you can enter the north side door there, and or you can call Dan at 317-773-2973.
We're moving into the top of the fourth. The Bulldogs, the beginning of the third, had a 2-run lead. Now they're down by 1. They got the 8, 9, and 1 batters coming up to face Lulu Van Beek. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Kinsey Kress, the designated player today. That one hits the outside corner. That kind of a slider there by Van Beek was a nice pitch. One and one. Kress struck out her first time up to end the first inning. That one's outside, makes it 2-1. Bulldogs scored both of their runs in the first inning. Sent 9 batters to the plate. Ever since that, Lulu Van Beek has been almost untouchable. That one's going to be outside, make it 3-1. Van Beek certainly doesn't want to put Kress on bases, doesn't want to put that leadoff runner on first. How many times in the game of softball or baseball, Perry, do we see that leadoff runner on base and score?
Yes,
many times. But in this case, Kress is going to get the free walk over to first. That'll bring up Macy Tume.
That's Van Beek's third walk of the night, but she hadn't walked anybody since the first inning where she walked 2.
Mm-hmm. She had a rough outing in the first inning, but
she had 33 pitches too.
Calmed down considerably since then.
I'll tell you that, Brad, the shot on the camera from center field and that grass there and the dirt, it's a beautiful shot.
Oh yeah. Well, this field is in fantastic shape. There's one well hit.
Off
the way to the wall. We're going to have runners on second and third, or are we? Well, we're not going to have a runner on third the way it looked. I thought for sure that Kinsey Kress was going to be there on third base, but
good job, Fowler over there.
Wow, Gabby Fowler has done. Now they're saying safe.
It.
Yeah, the umpires talked it over. And I believe what happened there was the home plate umpire had a better angle on it and called the play safe. So I got to reverse what I said just a moment ago, Perry. We are going to have runners on first or on second and third with no outs.
Coach Deke Billard going to the mound to talk him a little bit because they got a lead here 3-2 that. With no outs, so this is pretty important.
Tough situation there because it looked like, and I'm not arguing the judgment on the umpire as long as they got the call right and they had a much better view of that than we've got from our vantage point. But they got together, they made the call and got the call right, and I think Deke Bullard just wanted to go out there to kind of calm things down a little bit. I thought for a moment there that Delaney Runnell might have a play on that ball, but that ball hit the bottom part of the fence on the fly. It was a well-hit ball, and, the wind had been blowing out instead of in. There might have been 2 runs on the board.
It's been kind of gusty on and off.
Yeah, it's blowing straight in.
At the plate for Brownsburg, number 10, Izzy Neal.
That'll bring Izzy Neal up, her
This
third
is
at
scary.
bat. Yeah. Called strike one on Neal. She reached on a base hit in the first. Grounded out to shortstop in the second.
They're not going to get her. That's what speed does, man.
Yeah, and Tatum Ball was playing way to her left and just could not get over there. So on that play, Kinsey Crest scores. Second infield hit.
Well, the one thing about it, with the speed that Izzy has,
Now batting for Brownsburg.
now this is just a perfect time here. Neal's going to be to second base. I guarantee you she's going here.
She took off with the first pitch, sends it down. That one gets away from the second baseman
Scored another run.
And so the Brownsburg Bulldogs have scored another run as Macy Toomey comes across the plate. We'll have to see whether there will be an error charged on that. I don't know if that'll be a fielding error or a throwing error. They're calling it a E2. So you knew that, as you said, Perry, that you knew Izzy Neal was going to be taken off for the stolen base.
Absolutely. Everybody here did.
And I was a little bit surprised that they threw.
Yeah, me too.
2-1 now on Lexi Gordon. Gordon has walked and had a base hit so far in this inning. Bulldogs have taken the lead back at 4-3. Still no outs.
And a lot of it has to do with that tremendous speed that Izzy Neal has.
Oh, no doubt.
Mean, no doubt about it.
No doubt about it, yep. To third, all the way across the diamond. Gabby Fowler did a great job of staring down Izzy Neal there at second base and say, I dare you to start running. And she had plenty of time to get that ball over to first because that ball was hit very, very hard. First out of the top of the fourth here for the Bulldogs.
Next up for the Bulldogs, number 8, Haley Thompson.
Haley Thompson steps in. She's reached on a fielder's choice. There's a shot just outside of the glove of Tatum Ball. There's going to be runners on the corners with one out. Ball tried to get to that, but just could not get to it. It's just a little bit too far to her right.
It's not going to take much of a fly ball to the outfield for Neal to score either.
Third hit of the inning.
Let's watch Deeks.
Courtesy runner at first base for Brownsburg.
Oh, that was Brownsburg.
Number 13, Lacey May.
Lacey May, the courtesy runner at first base.
At the plate for the Bulldogs, number 15, A.G. Pogue.
Pogue fouls the first pitch straight back. She's walked and hit that line drive out to Delaney Rundle that they made a great play on. One down, runners at the corners. Bulldogs threatening to put some more runs on the board here in the top of the fourth. Swing and a miss, 0-2 now. Pogue the catcher. 0-2. Strikeout here would be huge. Pop. Is that going to be caught? Yes, it is. Reese Schoholm got in there, and that ball was not hit hard enough for either of the runners to advance. So Pogue flies out to left field for the second out of the inning.
That's a huge out there.
Yes, it is.
That Schoholm made that play out there in left field because With
Now
Neal
batting for
on
Brownsburg,
third,
number
it
5,
wouldn't have
Addie
taken
Shaw.
much for her to go.
No, I was afraid that ball might drop in.
Yeah.
That brings Addie Charles to the plate. She's walked and popped out to shortstop Tatum Ball. Two in so far, still runners at the corners for the Bulldogs. Rounder to Fowler. She's got to quickly get that over to first. She does. So in the top of the fourth for the Bulldogs, 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, 2 left on the bases. We're in the middle of the fourth. Bulldogs take the lead back over the Millers 4-3. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio video security provider. Blades AVS, a design-build firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we have been helping schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. We have added securing your facilities to how we can serve you. So whether it is a sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced Blades Audio Video Security team can serve your business.
We're moving into the bottom of the fourth. Miller's got some making up to do here, Perry. Down by 1 now against the Bulldogs in this HCC
Leading
battle.
off the bottom of the fourth for Noblesville, number 7, Addie Emerson.
Addie Emerson steps up to the plate. Struck out looking in the second. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Nice fastball right over the heart of the plate there, but waist high. The 0-1. That one's going to be a little bit high, going to even up the count at 1-1. Home plate still in the shadows. Pitching circle in the bright sunlight. Boy, that one was right down the heart of the plate.
Yeah.
Make it 0-2. Nice fastball there by Haley Thompson. 1-2 on Addie Emerson. That one's a little bit outside, evens her up at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Addie Emerson goes down swinging.
That's her 6th strikeout.
Next up for the Millers, number 33, Bella Shatko.
Bella Shatko steps up to the plate. Grounded to third base her first time up. Got that big 33 on her helmet there on the left side. Oh, 0-1. Shatko pops that one up. I don't know if no, it won't be playable. Hits the roof of the dugout, the Miller dugout. Just a long, high strike. Puts Shatko in the hole at 0-2. Did she check in time? Nobody's going to appeal it. Make it 1-2. Swing and a miss. Shatko goes down swinging.
7th strikeout.
That'll bring up Tatum Ball.
At the plate for Noblesville, number 2, Tatum Ball.
Tatum Ball at the plate. Pops that one back behind the plate. No play. You know, Perry, this is one of the few places that we broadcast from that it's nice to have the press box protected by screen.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about a ball coming in here and getting us.
And the van doesn't have to take a beating.
Yes. Yep. The 0-1 is in there, swinging strike. Ball is down, 0-2. Thompson's done a great job this inning getting in front of the batters. There's a hot shot just outside of third base. Count remains 0-2. Don't forget, coming up, trying to remember what the exact date is. I think it's the 22nd, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
We'll be
sectional.
Doing the softball sectional right here from Noblesville. That will be an exciting time. The 0-2, that one's outside. Finally a ball.
Yeah, Brad, it's the first time that Noblesville's hosted a softball tournament, sectional tournament, since 2008.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a while. But over the last 3 years, they've made a bunch of improvements here at the field. That's strikeout number 8 for Thompson.
So in the bottom of the fourth for the Millers, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on the bases. At the end of 4, score remains Brownsburg Bulldogs 4, Noblesville Millers 3. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street Signs and Banners isn't on Logan Street anymore? It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street Signs and Banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Welcome back to a lovely May afternoon here in Noblesville, Indiana. Noblesville Millers hosting the Brownsburg Bulldogs here on Hamilton County Television Sports.
Leading off the top of the fifth.
Thank you for joining us today. I'm Brad
Silbert
Silbert along with Perry Williams. And Perry, the Millers had a good inning a couple innings ago, but Bulldogs came right back. And once again, Bulldogs lead off the fifth here with Addie Neal with her third hit of the game. It's 9 hits now so far for the Bulldogs.
For the Bulldogs, number 3, Kinsley Larkin.
Kinsley Larkin steps in. She's got a base hit and flown out to left field. Takes the first pitch for a ball. That one's high and outside, makes it ball 2. Larkin, a freshman, batting .323. There's a pop-up show home. Goes back, and I think she didn't realize how hard that ball was hit, Perry, but that almost ended up going over her head, but she does make the play and gets the out.
That's a big out there because that had been for extra bases.
Oh, most definitely, and with a runner on first. I don't think it would have scored anybody, but
she'd have been standing on for third for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. Kinsey Crest steps back in. Reached on a walk her last time up. Addie Neal over at first base does not have any stolen bases in this either in this game or this season. That one's outside. Throw over to first. Mac Harvey had a little bit of a hard time catching that ball, but she almost caught Neal looking there. Chris steps back in the batter's box with a 1-1 count. We're in the top of the fifth. That one's gonna Gabby Fowler with a great play. It was going foul, and Fowler jumped and got the glove on that ball and made a wonderful play there, Perry.
Absolutely. And the one thing about it too, Brad, is she got up pretty quick because she knew when she caught that ball that
yeah, most definitely.
She had a runner on first base.
Now batting for Brownsburg,
Macy
11,
Tomei steps in. She's got a double, also a fly out to right field. Right field to Erin Clark, trying to shade the sun out of her eyes. 2 down, 1 on. Top of the fifth. Miller's down by 1. There's a hot shot. Third base, or rather shortstop. Tatum Ball scoops it up, and the Bulldogs go down with no damage this time. So in the top of the fifth, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on the bases. Middle of the fifth, score remains Brownsburg 4, Noblesville 3. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Want to be part of a cutting-edge business? Baston Solution is hiring. Voted one of the best places to work in Indiana. We're a growing team making the impact in the community and the world. As a Toyota Advanced Logistics company, Baston Solution is committed to our employees, offering a comprehensive benefit package and career growth potential. We're recruiting for our corporate headquarters in Carmel and a manufacturing facilities in Westfield and Greenfield. Apply now, bastonsolutions.com. When we work, the world works. You know, the one thing about Baston Solutions, Brad, is they're going to move their corporate headquarters over here to Noblesville, and so that's coming up. One of the big announcements made in the last month or so.
Yep,
so
out on the south side of Noblesville, they're just off 146th Street near Promise Road, and going to bring a lot of jobs to the area.
Absolutely, and it kind of give them the opportunity to have a little bit more employees at one location with the manufacturing part. And
moving into the bottom of the fifth, Millers are down by 1. They're going to send the 8, 9, and 1 batters up to face Haley Thompson. First of those batters is the right fielder Erin Clark. She grounded to the shortstop her first time up in the third inning to lead off the third. That was the inning when Gabby Fowler had the home run. Swing and another foul ball. She's in the hole at 0-2.
But the one thing about it helped with the ability of Rundle and Showhome being able to get some base hits and get on base.
Mm-hmm.
And not hit the ball out of the infield.
Yeah. Another foul ball. That one's going to go out of play. Back toward the concession stand area here at Miller Park. 0-2. Erin Clark steps back in. Delaney Rundle on deck. That one's a little bit high, makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Brad, the Millers go on the road for 3 straight games. Tomorrow night they'll be at Roncalli.
That ought to be a battle.
Yeah, and then Saturday they're going to play a doubleheader at Fort Wayne Leo. So before they come back on the 15th here to play home against McCutcheons. Then they go on the road. The last 2 games are away. And then sectional time, it's right around the corner here.
Oh, yeah, it is, coming up the 22nd. And we'll have the entire sectional 8 here on Hamilton County Television. First game will be Carmel and Westfield about 5:30 on the 22nd. That one's fouled off to the left side. Rather, the second game is Carmel and Westfield.
First game is, who are these teams? Fishers and
Hamilton Southeastern. I'll tell you, folks.
Of course, Southeastern's about as hot as they can get right now. What,
Yeah.
7 in a row or 8 in a row?
They've been moving right along. Another foul ball makes the count 2-2 on Delaney Rundle. Rundle was on base in the third when Gabby Fowler hit that blast out to left field. Outfielders playing Rundle very shallow. Makes it 3-2. I don't think I've seen outfielders play a player this shallow in a long, long time, Perry. That one's lined right back to the third baseman, Kenzie Larkin, and Delaney Rundle is retired.
That's 2 outs.
Back to the top of the order, that'll bring Reese Schoholm up. She's 2 for 2. She was on base for that home run in the third.
Now batting for Noblesville, number 24, Reese Schoholm.
How about a little 2-out rally here, Perry? Get your rally hat on.
Turn it backwards.
Schoholm fouls the first pitch straight back.
Of course, now they turn it inside out, and they turn it to the side. And
There's one that's going to go through. The right fielder, Abby Neal, was playing very, very shallow there, but obviously didn't have time to make a play on Reese Schoholm. And Schoholm is on base for the third time today. 3 hits for Schoholm.
well, definitely the leadoff batter's done her job today.
Oh, she has. She has most definitely. 2 outs. Mac Harvey steps in. Steal attempt. She's in there.
Oh,
that
wow.
one gets away, and Schoholm's going to try to make it to third. Going to be a close play, but Schoholm is in there.
2 stolen bases right there.
Oh, so, okay. So a stolen base for Schoholm going into second.
And then a pass ball. That's right.
And then we're going to call that a throwing error since that one bounced in there. So we're going to give an error on the catcher, an E2 on that, to get her to third base. And Mac Harvey is up there with a 1-0 count. That one's a little bit low, makes it 2-0 on Harvey.
Nice stop by the catcher there. That could have been awful for.
Harvey flew out to second and struck out so far in this game. She's overdue. Now she's made the count 2-1. Hitters count here. Outfielders playing very deep and just about straight away. She's got a big gap in left center field there. That one's low, 3-1. I've got to believe that they would give Harvey the go sign here if she sees something she likes.
Oh.
Well, according to the umpires,
She caught it?
Lexi Gordon caught it. I think a
Wow.
lot of people thought that she didn't have control of that ball, but she did. And that ends the fifth inning. So in the bottom of the fifth, for the Millers, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left on the bases. At the end of 5, still Bulldogs 4, Millers 3. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville. Welcome back to Noblesville. Millers threatened there in the bottom of the 5th, but could not get the run in. And the inning ended on a great catch by Lexi Gordon. She just kind of stretched out there and dove, and the ball kind of, you might say, kind of fell into her mitt, but she did make the play and retired the Millers there. So score remains 4-3 here in favor of the Bulldogs. They're moving into the top of the 6th. It'll be the top of the order coming up for the Bulldogs. 4th time through the order now for the Bulldogs, and Izzy Neal will step in. She's 2 of 3, 2 out of 3 so far today. Couple singles. Grounded to the shortstop. Takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. Neal, for as active as she's been, has not scored in this game today. Shows the bunt, but brings the ball back. Ball was outside, 2-0. As you said many times, Perry, Izzy Neal is always dangerous at the plate. The bat, the speed, she's the full package. Not going to have a chance to get her on that. Tatum Ball was trying to move. The ball hit her glove, and she just couldn't squeeze that in. So Izzy Neal will have another base hit, another infield hit.
Next up for the Bulldogs, number 1, Lexi Gordon.
10 hits now for the Bulldogs. Going to bring up Lexi Gordon. Reached on a walk. Also has a base hit and grounded to third. Takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. Once again, expecting, it's not a matter of if, I think it's a matter of when Izzy Neal decides to try to steal second, because you know she's going to be running here. That one's high, 2-0. Although Neal was caught stealing in the first inning. Great throw by Taylor Thompson. Lulu Van Beek in a bit of a jam here in the top of the 6th. She's in there. As you said many, many times, Barry, it's not a matter of if, it's just when.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. She's very dangerous on the bases. It's kind of scary, really. I mean, you have to pay so much attention.
Yeah.
Once she gets on base, that you kind of lose your concentration if you're not careful.
Exactly. Ground ball back to the pitcher, over to first, get the out. Now, if you notice, Van Beek did a nice job.
That did a good job of checking it up.
Yeah. She turned right around, and she knew she had time to make sure that Izzy Neal was not leaning, and they get the out at first base.
Brownsburg, number 8, Haley Thompson.
First out of the top of the 6th. Runner in scoring position in the form of Izzy Neal. Haley Thompson takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. That's going to fall in there. Will they have her try to score?
Yeah.
Throw to the plate. Back to second. Got her. But on the play, Izzy Neal does score. And Haley Thompson will be credited with a single. And she will be out. That will be 8-2. A great throw down to second base there by Taylor Thompson. That clears the bases, but in the meantime, the Bulldogs have picked up another run here and make it a 5-3 lead. A.G. Pogue steps in. Delaney Rundle almost had a play on that at home, as fast as Izzy Neal was, Perry, but when she didn't make that play, she shot a rocket right down to second base there to ball.
Yeah, because, the situation with Izzy Neal scoring from second, normally a coach probably wouldn't have sent the gal.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have sent Izzy home, but with her speed, she just.
Yeah.
At the plate, number 5.
And it was a good throw by Rundle, but it was just a little bit offline. And but a good effort by the Millers to try to get a very, very quick Izzy Neal. But she did score. 2 outs. Addie Charles up there at 1-0. A.G. Pogue on first. That's going to go into center field. Another hit. "13 hits now for the Millers, or for the Brownsburg Bulldogs, and this brings Deke Bullard out, and we're going to have a pitching change made.
Absolutely.
Here.
I know that pitch counts are not as important in softball as they are in baseball, but she did throw 93 pitches.
Yes. Well, let's hear from one of our sponsors here, Perry.
Well, I bet you we need to say something about Yancey's Fine Apparel and Tuxedo Rental. Phone number is 317-773-2973. Yancey's Apparel has been doing business in Noblesville in 73. Brad, all the proms are going on season here, and graduations and weddings all coming up here. Yancey's a good place to get tuxedo rental, and or you can even rent a suit there and get a suit coat or anything you need as far as apparel. So give old Dan a call.
Yeah, he's got the right apparel for the right occasion, and for in this day and age, with very few people wearing suits to work anymore, people don't have the shall we say the dressy clothing like they used to have. M. Yee steps to the circle to pitch.
Yeah, she's pitched 35 innings, giving up 37 hits, 27 runs, 20 base on balls, and struck out 23.
First pitch from Yee.
She's a sophomore. She's 4-0 in the season, though. She's made 15 appearances.
Just a little bit outside. Bulldogs with runners on first and second. Pogue at second. Addie Charles at first. 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch is high. 2-0. Correction, the count is 1-1. My mistake. Fouled back.
1-2.
1-2. Neal is 3 for 3 so far in this game, Perry.
Yeah, she's done very well at the plate here tonight.
2 singles and a double. Rather, I'm sorry, 3 singles. 1-2 pitch from M.E. Swing and a miss. So ME comes in.
Gets the job done.
Gets the job done. So we're in the middle of the 6th inning, in the top of the 6th for the Bulldogs. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, 2 left on the bases. Middle of the 6th. Score now's the Brownsburg Bulldogs 5, the Noblesville Millers 3. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Hamilton County Sports Authority. Hamilton County Sports Authority is the county's official sports corporation that works to create a positive impact and community impact by attracting, supporting, and developing sporting events, facilities, and clubs for Hamilton County. Hamilton County Sports Authority work includes bid development, financial assistance, event management support, and leadership consultants to grow the opportunity in sports for the county and the cities of Carmel, Fishers, Noblesville, and Westfield. Learn more at HamiltonCountySports.com. Brad had Hamilton County Tourism, which Hamilton County Sports is a part of. I got a letter this past week that they wanted up for another year with us at Hamilton County TV, and I want to give a shout out that we really appreciate Hamilton County Tourism and Hamilton County Sports for all the authority for all the things they do for us, because to allow us to broadcast sporting events, high school sporting events. And
well, you know, Perry, I've lived here well over 30 years, and you spent most of your life here. And Hamilton County is a wonderful place to live. It's just a great place. It offers so many things for people. Just you couldn't ask for a better family community than Hamilton County, regardless of what city you live in. We're moving into the bottom of the 6th.
Oh, kind of froze on me.
Gabby Fowler was given an intentional pass.
Wonder why.
I kind of got an idea, but I won't comment on that.
But to be quite honest, you're kind of picking your poison, because Thompson has 9 home runs this season, and Gabby has 10, so that she got tonight. So
Millers would like to get something going here and at least get this game tied up here in this inning. 1-2. That's going to go out of play. Right down toward the concession stand. Didn't bounce into the concession stand, but came close. Now you got a situation at home plate where the batter is in the sun, the pitcher is in the sun, but the dugout is creating a dark spot between them.
Yeah.
They just don't want to make it easy, do they, Perry?
Yeah.
A ball and 2 strikes on that one's well hit. That's going to be over the head of Kinsey Kress. All the way around to third comes Gabby Fowler. And the Millers are in business here in the bottom of the 6th with 2 runners in scoring position and no outs. Credit Taylor Thompson with a double there. 6th hit of the game for the Millers. That'll bring up Addie Emerson. She's struck out both times she's been at the plate so far tonight. And we're going to get a courtesy runner here for Taylor Thompson. We'll have to see who goes out there.
Yeah, because she's the catcher.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm. In the meantime, the Brownsburg Brain Trust out at the circle trying to decide how to approach this situation. No outs. They're up by 2 right now, but the Millers have got 2 runs in scoring position.
And let's keep in mind the young sophomore, Addie Emerson, at the plate has got 5 home runs this season and also 3 doubles and 1 triple. And so she's capable of hitting.
McKenna Michaela Jackway goes in for a courtesy runner.
Running is Macy Duvall, number 31. Courtesy runner at second base is number 14, Michaela Jackaway. At the plate for the Millers, number 7, Addie Emerson.
We also have Macy Duvall in there running at third. No outs, 2 runners in scoring position. That one's high. Addie Emerson, the first pitch, the designated hitter. So 2 substitute runners, one of them a pinch runner, that being Macy Duvall at third, running for Gabby Fowler. There's a, I thought that was going to be called a strike.
Yes, I look at.
Wow. Pitch looked pretty good from here.
Yeah.
2 balls, no strikes.
It looked pretty good in the screen from the truck here, too. It looked like it was right straight down the middle.
2-0. High fly ball. That's going to be in foul territory. Shortstop, Macy Toomey went over, and the ball just bounced right off of her glove. I think she got a little bit too far over, Perry, and had to come back and just couldn't quite make the reach on it. So the Millers get a big break on that.
Absolutely. That keeps them alive here.
Puts Addie Emerson back up at the plate with that .391 batting average. 2-1. That one's high, makes it 3-1. Haley Thompson in danger of walking the bases loaded here with no outs. The 3-1 pitch. That one's high. So the Bulldogs have walked the bases loaded with no outs here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's going to bring up Bella Shatko. She's bounced to third and struck out.
Base hit or a long fly ball would help a lot.
Number 33, Bella
Yep.
Shatko.
Giving Shatko a lot of room in center and right.
Yeah.
That one's going to go out of play. Strike 1 on Shatko. Excitement at the old ballpark.
There's definitely a big gap in between right and center.
Yeah. Left fielder Kinsey Kress playing very deep there in left field. Wind still blowing in at about 10 miles an hour, though. That one almost gets away. Evens up the count at a ball and a strike. Shatko, the senior, batting .317. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes on Bella Shatko. That one's fouled back. The count will remain 1-2. What a battle out here between the pitcher and the batter, Perry.
Yeah.
Shatko struck out swinging in the 4th, grounded to third in the 2nd. Got to believe anything hit on the ground, and the Bulldogs are going to be coming home for the forced play at the plate. Swing and a miss. Shatko goes down. First out of the inning.
That's a big strikeout, though.
Yes, it is. Going to bring up Tatum Ball. She has struck out twice. We're going to have another change made here. And it looks like Haley Shatko is going to step into bat.
Now batting for Noblesville, number 10, Haley Shatko.
Shatko, a .385 batter, takes the first pitch high and outside. 1 out, the bases are loaded. 2 walks and 1 hit so far, has loaded up the bases. That one's high also. 2-0 on Haley Shatko. Thompson has nowhere to put her. The 2-0. That's a strike. Belled high right over the heart of the plate. I think that's one that Haley would like to have back, Perry, to be able to take a good cut at that. The 2-1.
Ooh.
Almost got away. Makes it 3-1. I've got to believe that Haley Shatko is going to get the take sign here, one way or the other. Shatko, a good batter at .385.
Concession stand update, $1 hot dogs and popcorn while they last.
Going to be a conversation at the mound. 3-1 is the count. Bases are loaded here in the bottom of the 6th. One more out of the zone, and the Millers will be down by 1. The bases would still be loaded. Bulldogs hoping for some kind of a double play ball here, or at least some kind of a play where they can get a force at the plate. 3-1 on pinch hitter Haley Shatko. That one's low. The Millers have scored a run. That'll score Macy Duvall, who was brought in as a pinch runner for Gabby Fowler. Put Taylor Thompson, or rather,
Tatum Ball re-enters to run at first base. At the plate for the Millers, number 13, Nevaeh Nash.
Who they put on first base to run?
Tatum Bell came back in.
Okay.
So McKenna Jackway
Gonna make a change.
is at third. There's going to be a pitching change made here. While we made that pitching change, Perry, let's hear from one of our fantastic Hamilton County television sponsors.
Baston Solutions. Want to be a part of a cutting-edge business? Baston Solutions is hiring. Voted one of the best places to work in Indiana. We're growing the team, making the impact on the community and the world. As a Toyota Advanced Logistics company, Baston Solutions is committed to our employees, offering a comprehensive benefit package and career growth potential. We're recruiting our corporate headquarters in Carmel and our manufacturing facilities in Westfield and Greenfield. Apply now at bastonsolutions.com. When we work, the world works.
Well, Avery Toole is in the circle warming up right now, Perry. She has pitched 43 1/3 innings, given up 47 hits, 32 runs, of which 24 were earned, 24 walks, 48 strikeouts. So she's been kind of busy. Got a 3.88 ERA, and she is just a sophomore.
Yeah.
And she is going to be up there facing Nevaeh Nash, who is going to be batting for Aaron Clark.
Nash, a sophomore, is hitting at 364.
Millers are down by 1 with the bases loaded and 1 out.
She's made 11 plate appearances, has 4 hits.
First pitch to Nash is a strike, called strike 1. Oh and 1. Nevaeh Nash gets the bunt down and the force at home.
Yep.
Good play by the Bulldogs there, Perry, to cut down Jackaway. And Nash officially is going to reach on a fielder's choice. And that'll bring up Delaney Rundle.
Next up for the Millers, number 1, Delaney Rundle.
Bases are still loaded with 2 outs.
Yeah, she's had a hit and a run so far in this game. Rundle's played a nice game.
Yes, she has.
In center field and at the plate.
Takes the first pitch for ball 1. Millers are down by 1 with 2 outs here in the 6th. The bases are loaded. 1 in so far. That's a strike. Evens up the count at a ball and a strike. Addie Emerson is on third. Ooh, that one's just foul. Pull at 1 and 2. Haley Shatko, rather Tatum Ball, re-entered for Haley Shatko. She's at second. Nevaeh Nash at first reached on the fielder's choice. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded, bottom of the 6th. That one's high and outside. Evens it up at 2 and 2.
Good shot there of the batter from the center field camera.
The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. The Bulldogs get out of it, only giving up 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, 3 left on the bases at the end of 6. It is now Brownsburg 5, Noblesville 4. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street Signs and Banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street Signs and Banners isn't on Logan Street anymore? It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street Signs and Banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Welcome back to Noblesville. Noblesville softball here in Hamilton County Television Sports. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. And Perry, the Millers had the ducks on the pond.
Yeah, they just couldn't get them in.
Got 1 in and got it within 1, but their work is cut out for them as we go into the 7th inning here. The first thing they've got to do is
get out of this inning.
They've got to shut down the Bulldogs here. The Bulldogs got their 7, 8, and 9 batters coming up.
Top of the 7th for Brownsburg, number 3, Kinsley Larkin.
Kinsley Larkin comes up to the plate. She's 1 for 3, couple flyouts to left field and a base hit in the first inning. Millers need desperately to put another 0 on this board up here for the Bulldogs here in the top of the 7th. That one's fouled straight back into the screen. 0-1. The 0-1 to Larkin. That one's hit the short, bobbled by Ball, and there's not going to be a play there.
That's one thing about softball with this short field and everything. Brad, an infielder, if they bobble the ball the slightest bit.
That was a hot shot. I'm not sure whether that's going to be called a hit or an error. That's going to be ruled a hit. So Larkin reaches just exactly what the Millers did not want to have happen.
Yep, it's not good to get
coaching staff out there looking at Tatum Ball.
She got hit in the arm.
Yeah, that ball, that was a hot shot that hit her.
Yeah, it's the training staff out there.
Tatum probably isn't going to want to come out of the game, but if that hit her throwing arm, and that's the one they're looking at right now.
Yeah.
And umpires will give them a reasonable amount of time here. Looks like the medical staff is coming off, and it looks like we're going to be good to go here. Nobody ever wants to come out of a game.
No, it's a lot different in sports like this, in basketball or football, when the trainer has to go out.
Yeah.
You have to come out of the game. It's always tough when they get that lead runner on.
So Maddie Brawley has re-entered the game as a designated player. That one's outside, gets away from Taylor Thompson.
Ooh,
my, a close play there at second. On the initial play, Taylor Thompson did not throw down, but Kinsey Larkin took a big turn, and Thompson got that ball down there and almost caught her. So that puts a runner in scoring position for the Bulldogs. That one's a little bit high.
Brad, it's not good either that Izzy Neal will probably, she will be up this inning.
Yep. Unless we can pull a double play here somehow.
Yeah.
That one's going to be outside. 3-0 now is the count. And Maddie Brawley. No outs. Pitch from Yee. That one's high. Oh, that was called. I thought that was a little outside. Makes it 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Maddie Brawley at the plate. Kinsey Larkin on second. The 3-1 pitch. That's high. Ooh. No doubt about that one.
Thompson throws down to second to see if he could catch her sleeping, but she didn't.
No, she did not.
You know, what's the amazing thing, Brad, is Brownsburg has 15 hits, and they only lead 5-4. So, Deke Bullard out there once again.
Nobody loosening in the bullpen.
Well, I mean, this is a tough situation because you play Ron Colley, but this is also a conference game.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, because the Millers they're in the middle of a big stretch of important games here.
Yeah.
So Coach Bullard has had his say with the defensive staff out there in the field.
Well, you got runners at first and second. Brawley at first and Larkin at second.
At the plate for Brownsburg, number 11, Macy Toomey.
Toomey at the plate. Toomey's had a base hit and a run
right
score.
in front. Over the
no.
Over the head of Mac Harvey at first, and there's going to be at least one run scored. That's going to be a throwing error on the catcher.
Brad, could the sun affect it, or was that just a bad throw?
I think the throw was high.
Okay.
From what I saw, and it looked very, very high.
I know that first baseman's kind of looking in the sun down there.
So that'll be an error, second error of the game on the Millers. That's going to end up scoring Larkin from second base. And Maddie Brawley is now on third. So runners at first and third. That brings up Izzy Neal, who's 3 for 4 in this game. She bunts foul. She scored one of the 6 runs that the Bulldogs have now.
But the situation when she gets on base, you're in trouble.
Yeah. No outs. One runner in scoring position, another runner on first. Izzy Neal at the plate. Neal, a .446 batter, the leading batter for the Bulldogs. If you're a Bulldog fan, this is what you want to see. If you're a Miller fan, it makes you a little bit nervous. That's popped up.
Uh-oh.
And
that's
Tatum Ball comes in and grabs that one. She got that on a dead run, Perry. That was a good play by Tatum.
That's a huge play because you do not need to have her on the base in the top of the 7th.
Lexi Gordon steps in. 1 for 3. Also walked in the first inning. 1 down now. Top of the 7th. Got that 2-run lead back that they had. That one's hit foul down the third baseline. Evens it up at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Gordon fouls that one back. Still 1-2 now. Gordon had a base hit in the second inning. Walked in the first. Forced out at second. Yee gets ready to deliver a 1-2 pitch. That one's high.
Ooh.
Does not appear that Toomey is too anxious to be running here. I'm a little bit surprised at that.
Well, I don't think they want to get another out, but, playing a little conservative here.
Yeah.
But it also gives Noblesville an opportunity for a double play, too, though.
Toomey does have 2 stolen bases this season. But I think you're absolutely right, Perry. Not taking the chance, especially with 1 out right now.
And the Millers have the heart of the order coming up.
Yep. That one's going to come right back here and hit in the net.
Good old net.
Mm-hmm. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 down here in the top of the 7th. 1 in so far for the Bulldogs. M.E. gets the sign, looks to her wrist to see what they're calling for. Ready for the 2-2 pitch. That one's going to go into right center field. That's going to score one. And the Bulldogs now have a 3-run lead. As Toomey stopped at second since the ball was right in front of her there in right center field. 16th hit of the game. For the Brownsburg Bulldogs. Looks like we're going to have a if we got pinch runners, or not sure what we've got here. Haley Thompson re-enters the game to bat. Still one out. Close. To see what the count is here. 1-0 on Thompson. Well hit ball to left field. Shohome is back to the fence.
That's trouble.
That's gone. The Bulldogs have busted this one wide open with a 3-run homer off the bat of Haley Thompson, Perry.
That's a good move by the coach bringing Thompson back in to hit.
Yes, it was. So they've busted this game wide open with 5 runs here in the top of the 7th, and there's still only 1 out. They've done it on 3 hits with 1 error. That was a what I would call a classic home run, Perry. Hit high and long.
Yes.
And Shohome went back thinking that maybe as high as that was hit, she might have a chance at it, but that one easily cleared the left field fence and puts the Millers now down by 4, or rather down by 6 at 10-4. And it's not over with yet because A.G. Pogue is stepping in right now. Still only 1 out here in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, and Pogue's got 2 hits here tonight.
There's a strike on Pogue. Very well hit ball by Haley Thompson. Both of the home runs tonight have been 3 baggers.
Yep.
0-2 on A.G. Pogue. That one kind of took the wind out of the sails of the Millers fans, Perry.
Yeah, it certainly did.
It's gotten extremely quiet here at Miller Park. The 0-2, high and outside, 1-2. Pogue 2 for 4 in the game so far. Steps out. He gets ready to deliver the 1-2 pitch.
Brownsburg is fired up over there in that dugout.
Oh, yeah. Yep, you can hear him. Evens up the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled straight back. Every one of the starting 9 positions for the Bulldogs have reached base today in this game, Perry. 2-2. 1 out, nobody on.
That's something you aren't able to say every time, you know?
No, it's very seldom that happens. Bouncing ball to
Ooh.
ball. Quickly over to first. Got her. That ball wasn't hit real hard, but it went right at. It was a funny bounce.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's 2 outs now. 8th batter of the inning. 5 runs been scored here in the top of the 7th by the Bulldogs. Millers thought they were making some progress there in the bottom of the 6th, getting it within 1 run. The Bulldogs have just exploded here in the 7th.
And the one thing about it, you can't win too many ball games when the first inning you let 9 batters bat. And
exactly.
Here in the 7th inning, you let 8 batters bat.
Mm-hmm. The Millers have only retired the Bulldogs once, 3 up, 3 down in this game. That came in the 2nd inning.
They have 17 hits. Thompson with that home run has got 4 RBIs in this ball game.
Clark is chasing it down, but is not going to get there in time. Does get there, excuse me. I didn't see her catch the ball. Sorry about that. So in the top of the 7th, there were 5 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, nobody left on the bases. Middle of the 7th, the score is now Bulldogs 10, Millers 4. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio video security provider. Blades AVS is a design-build firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. Over 18 years, we've been helping schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. We've added securing your facilities to how we can serve you. So whether it is a sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced Blades audio video security team can serve your business.
Moving into the bottom of the 7th, Millers with a lot of work to do if they want to try to get back into this one. They're down by 6 after giving up 5 runs in the top of the 7th. They got close in the 6th. But 1 run difference, and all of a sudden the floodgates just opened for the Brownsburg Bulldogs. They put 5 runs on the board in the top of the 7th.
I would say this center field camera that we set up for the first time here in softball tonight is been a big hit.
Oh, yeah.
With the sun going down now a little bit, this is a beautiful view. Well, the Millers are at the top of the batting order, so.
Reese Schoholm steps in. She's 3 for 3, scored 1 run. See if she can get a big rally started here. That one's outside. As Avery Toole goes back to the mound. Schoholm's made a couple of good defensive plays out there in left field also today.
Yeah,
she had
has.
a good game.
Yeah.
Bouncer to third. Larkin scoops it up. Just barely out. Wow, that was close.
Yeah.
So Schoholm is retired for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Mac Harvey.
Next up for the Millers, number 34, Matt Harvey.
Harvey is 0 for 3 in the game. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. That one's high and outside, makes it ball 2. It was a close game until the top of the 7th, Perry. And
yes, it was.
Well-played game by both teams. 2-0 on the way to Harvey. That one's over the outside corner. That was a classic slider there, Perry, that I think the...
yeah, I hear the fans are not happy with that call.
It just barely caught the front of the plate, the tip of the front of the plate. Same pitch. This time Harvey swings. She's at there 2-2.
Got one out here. We're in the bottom of the 7th.
There's a bouncer to short. Toomey with it. Quickly over to first.
That's kind of a bouncer.
Yeah, that ball bounced and got away. We're going to see whether they're going to call that a hit or an error. That, by the official score, is an error 6. So Gabby Fowler's going to step up to the plate.
At the plate for Noblesville, number 16, Gabby Fowler.
She was one of 2 people who's at a 3-run homer in this game. Did that in the 3rd inning. 1 down, 1 on. Millers need a lot of help here. That one's fouled, boy, right over at the... that one almost went into the JV field. It was hit so hard there to the right. Beautiful pictures here on a beautiful spring night. Thanks to our technical crew, Bill Wofford and August Lacone.
And Jim's back.
Jim is back. Well, that's good.
And Lucas is here now.
Lucas is here, too. We got everybody.
We switched them all around. Got him out at second.
Yeah, they make the tag. Now, wait a second. Let's see what's going on here. Now they're calling Gabby Fowler, or rather
Harvey.
Mac Harvey, safe. It looked like the second baseman, Lexi Gordon, tried to tag her, but she must have missed the tag.
Yeah, that's what.
Because she did not go to the base. And I think that, I don't know if Harvey thought she was out.
I think Harvey thought she was out.
And she ran over to third base, and nobody really paid any attention to her. And then all of a sudden the umpire came over.
Well, I tell you what, if the base umpire is looking for some help, there is no way that the guy behind the plate saw that play.
Yeah, because it looked from our vantage point very much like what the vantage point of the home plate umpire would have been. It looked like the second baseman, Lexi Gordon, tried to do a swipe tag on Mac Harvey. And they are definitely calling Harvey safe, and she is on third base now.
So the runner's at the corner.
And so you're going to have to credit let's see, that'll give Fowler a base hit. So Fowler is on first. Taylor Thompson steps up to the plate.
They scored her a fielder's choice on the game changer, Brad.
Did they? Okay. I will change that then. See, I just because they did not get an out on the play, and I think that should be called a base hit. Gabby Fowler up there. She hits a long ball. That's well hit. Well hit. That's out of here. 3-run homer. Gabby Fowler, Taylor Thompson.
Yeah. Taylor Thompson with a home.
Second 3-run for the Millers. And Perry, they're making this very interesting here in the late going.
Absolutely.
That makes it a 10-7 score with that 3-run homer. And that why did it make the street? Did it make the parking lot? But wow, that was very, very well hit.
Absolutely.
Number 7, Addie Emerson.
Addie Emerson steps in. So Taylor Thompson.
And that gives her 10th home run. So her and Gabby Fowler both have 10 home runs apiece.
1 out here in the 7th. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. 2-0 now on
Stay
Addie
tuned
Emerson.
here.
Yeah. Actually starting to feel a little chill in the air here with the sun going down. 2-0. Addie Emerson at the plate. That's a strike. 2 balls and a strike. 1 down. Millers have already brought 3 in here in the bottom of the 7th. Need 3 more to tie this and keep it going. You ready for some extra innings, Barry? We can only hope. Well, I'd like to see a win, but that one goes right back to the pitcher. She sends it over to first base for the 2nd out.
So that's 2 outs.
2 down.